Hey guys, this is a requested video on how to draw tall lace-up boots, and I'm going to show you two angles, the front view and 3/4 view. So for the front view, I'm just going to start with the rectangular shape that gets a bit narrower at the bottom. And then once I'm at the bottom, I'm going to fan it out like a triangle. Just like this. And then I'm going to draw the tongue of the shoe. And I like to make it stick out the top of the boot a little bit. And then once you're at the ankle and you're going out towards the toes, you want to make it get wider since it's coming towards you. And then I'm just going to give a little indication of the toe part of the boot at the front. And I'll make this rounder. And I like to make the sides of the boot right here and here stick up more than the sole. And sometimes, depending on what type of material you're imagining the boot's made of, I like to draw a little indication of a, kind of like you're looking at the ankle and it's also like the boot is bending there. So now I'm going to add in the laces. Draw a bunch of little loops for the holes that the laces will go through. Make sure you're doing the same number on both sides. And then I like to start at the bottom one and join them, and then cross up to the next circle, and then when you go to the next side you skip a circle and then skip another circle. Keep doing that all the way up. And at the top I cross it back over again, and then I'll repeat the same thing. And then at the top I'll draw just a little bow, and because it's shoelace it's going to be droopy. So there's the boot from the front, and I'll draw it from the 3/4 view. So once again I'm starting with a rectangular shape that gets narrower at the bottom. And this part's a little bit tricky to get the shape of the foot right. I'm going to come out at a diagonal angle and then level off a bit at the bottom, like you're imagining the toes are there. This side's rounded a bit for the heel, and then follows this line. And then comes into the toes again. And I like to make this line here dip in a bit to make it more look like the shape of a foot. And I'm going to add in the heel, or the sole. I'm not really going to draw a heel on the boot, it's just going to be a uniform sole. You can add a heel if you want. And this line here comes straight down. And then follow the shape of the boot. And now draw on the tongue of the shoe. And I'm just going to draw it so, see like on this boot, how you can see a bit of the other side of the boot, but just a little bit. And then once you get down to about this point, the tongue of the shoe is covering the rest of it. Don't like how thick I made that. And once I get to the angle, I'm just going to make it buckle a little bit. And you want to stop the laces before you get to the toes. Now add in the circles again. Can only see about 2 on that side, and this boot, as you can see, is actually kind of taller than this one because I'm drawing it smaller, so it obviously would look taller in real life. So I'm not drawing the holes the exact same, it's not quite the same boot that I'm drawing. And then this one's a little trickier to draw the laces. Just take each line and go upwards like this at a diagonal angle. And then draw a line going up. How did I do that? Oh. Go back from these circles, back across like this. Some of these aren't quite crossing at the right spot like they were the first time I drew it. Because see, if you can see this, some of them are crossing right in the middle, and then over here I have some that are crossing right on the edge. So you kind of want to get the angles right so that they all cross in the same spot. I'm not going to bother fixing that all up here because I don't want this to be too long. And once again, I'll just add a little bit of a buckling of the material, I guess you can call it, where the ankle is. And add in the bow. If the laces are tied into the bow, I guess they could be tied other ways too. And there you have it. That's how I would draw a tall lace-up boot. So I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys, and feel free to leave some more requests below, and please subscribe.